Families across the region are scrambling tonight after Ruby's Pantry announced it's shutting down operations.
Northern News Now's Kyrie Johnson heard from our local food shelf leaders today about what comes next. Kyrie.
Yeah, Laura and Dan, Ruby's Pantry has helped people stretch tight budgets for years. Now this abrupt closure has left local volunteers scrambling to figure out what comes next. For nearly 24 years, Ruby's Pantry offered no eligibility food bundles at dozens of Midwest sites for a $25 donation. For nearly 200 local families, it helped them make ends meet.
People have told me that being able to stretch their food dollar through Ruby's Pantry has meant being able to get a car repair, to get needed medications, and sometimes it has simply meant being able to have enough food to feed their families.
With the no questions asked policy, many folks felt safe turning to Ruby's Pantry. That's why the closure announcement caught many partner sites off guard.
They were having financial problems, but I don't think we realized the extent of those issues. I stumbled across it on Facebook.
These volunteers say the closure notice didn't reach everyone at once, sparking online confusion.
This is a very bad deal for families. And it's becoming more difficult for nonprofits who distribute food to get the food.
Local partners hope other food programs can fill the gap as need continues to grow.
We have to hope that places like Second Harvest or any of the other food shelves, that they can cover that gap.
But just like Ruby's Pantry, many other food organizations are struggling too.
We're already under strain. We actually started our fiscal year with a 1.3 million meal projected shortfall. We'll make it happen. We'll find food resources. We'll make sure that people have the support during this gap.
While community partners will do their best, it's still too early to see the closure's full impact.
It's like dropping that pebble into the pond and watching the ripples. Just in the last couple of days, what a major impact this is going to have on the community.
The majority of Ruby's Pantry staff were volunteers, and staff at Coppertop is planning to meet next week to discuss future options. As for customers of Ruby's Pantry, we'll have a list of other food access resources on our website. In studio, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.
And we also heard from Chum's food shelf leaders today. They say last year they gave out more than 500,000 pounds of food. With the news of Ruby's Pantry closing, they expect that number to keep on rising.
Unfortunately, the circumstances with Ruby's Pantry, it is going to affect us at Chum, and our numbers are going to keep increasing. So donations are so on demand for us to just keep it coming.
And Chum leaders were grateful today to accept a $12,000 check from Whole Foods Co-op. And their customers rounded up at the register last month during the Minnesota Food Share March campaign. It's one of Chum's biggest annual fundraisers. That campaign technically runs through next week too, so Chum leaders will have a better idea of how much was donated overall in March.